for our first fun fold of the retreat, you'll need this packet, which has a piece of Bubble Bath cardstock that measures 8.5 by 5.25. Note, it's 8.5 by 5.25, not the usual 5.5. We're going to take that piece and we're going to score it on the long side in a couple different places. We're going to score it at 2 3/4 and 6 3/4. So 2 3/4 and 6 3/4. All right. Let's go ahead and give those a good fold here. They're going to fold in the same way. So they fold toward each other. All right. Now, this smaller one you're going to want on the right side. The larger one you want on the left side. All right. Also in your packet, you have some Blackberry Bliss cardstock. You have 4 1/4 by 5.5. This is actually the back of the card. So the card is, the part that opens is here, but the card back is just a singular quarter sheet of cardstock. And we can adhere these together. I just want to center it on there. Okay. All right. You also have two other pieces, one of which is a 3 3/4 by 4 1/4. And on the short side, you want to score that at 3/8 of an inch. This is going to be your sliding mechanism. Now, 3/8 of an inch is 2 tick marks before 1/2 an inch. And so you're just going to, I didn't score that very well, but I think I can get it. Nope, I can't. Let's try it again. I'm going to score it at 3/8 of an inch. There we go. That feels better. Oh, yeah. Now I can see the score mark. Here we go. So fold and burnish that really well. This is what's going to be causing your piece to slide in and out. All right. And then you have a piece of Blackberry Bliss that is 2 1/2 by 5. That's going to be just a layer for the front. So if I get my card out, this layer is going to be right here. And go like so. And we can put that on if you want. Might as well. Why not? I'm not stamping on this, so. Whoops. Want to make sure that other little piece is out of the way. Don't want to glue your card shut. And then you have two more pieces. You have this piece right here that is going to go on the inside of your card. And so it goes right up to the fold line. And then you've got about a 1/16 of an inch all the way around. And then this piece right here, that's going to be our focal point. And then also in your envelope, you should have a rose with stem out of Mossy Meadow, and then a rose top of Bubble Bath. I'm going to take this and cut off the top of the rose. We're just going to make a rose that looks like that. That's going to go on our front. So we can go ahead and glue that down. You have to decide whether you want your greeting at the bottom or at the top. I'm going to choose to put mine at the top, I think. Just a little bit of glue on these pieces. Don't need a lot. And I'm going to just angle it a bit. And then this one, you can probably get a couple of mini dimensionals if you want that to pop off a bit. I think I'm going to keep it just down. And there we have a beautiful little rose. Now, finishing this front piece, we can take a sentiment, and again, I'm going to be using the Charming Day set, but you can use whichever one that you want. And I'm going to go with Thanks for Being You. Whoops, that's not mine. That's another one. Here's mine. Now, this stamp set is discontinued, so but I have an extra one. My sister bought one by mistake because she already had it, and so if you would like to purchase this, I do have one available for purchase. And of course, I would pass that along to my sister. Thanks for Being You. I'm going to make this a birthday card because Thanks for Being You can be a birthday card. And let's go ahead and add some of these gems in here. And there we go. And then this just gets added on to that Blackberry Bliss piece. Just a very thin border, about 1/16 of an inch. Okay, now it's time to turn our attention to our designer series paper. I have chosen to use this pattern. It is one of my favorites. I love the pinks and purples and greens and peacock all together. On the back is also a beautiful pattern, just a leafy pattern of Blackberry Bliss. And so either one is going to work with this. If you want a little bit more of a subtle background, you use this side. If you want a more in-your-face one, you use this side. Let's cut it up and see which one we like better. So we are going to need two pieces that are both 5 1/8 inch tall. So we want this oriented in a portrait format. And then I need two pieces, one of which is 2 5/8 inch wide, and then 1 5/8 inch wide. So together those make 4 1/4. So I'm just going to cut a piece that's 4 1/4 rather than cut this whole thing down to 5 1/8. Now I can just cut this part down to 5 1/8. And then cut this back into 2 5/8. And by default, 1 5/8. All right. Bringing our card back in here. not this piece. That one's too big. Okay, these are going to go on the well, sort of the inside. This is the front inside. This is the back inside. We want this on the front inside so that it shows. So that will go there. And this will go here. Okay. This is going to get glued down, this whole piece right here, glued or taped down. So you have something that looks like that. But when you close it, you can decide, do you want the flowers there showing? Or do you want this softer Blackberry Bliss piece showing? I like them both. It's going to be I think I'm going to go with this side, even though I love that other side better. But especially the way this was cut, where you're only really getting half flowers, I think I'm going to stick with the Blackberry Bliss. And just because you do Blackberry Bliss on one side doesn't mean you have to do it on the other side. I got my glue's a little bit stuck here. It's got a glob in it, I think, because I didn't screw it down tight. So when you're cutting that pattern, you want to make sure that you are cutting it portrait so that the flowers are standing up, which means that the leaves are also standing up. So there we have that. Now on the inside, you can do matchy-matchy, or you can alternate. You know what? I think I'm going to go this route. I'm going to make them different. I told my retreat participants when I was sending them instructions that I was going to use the same pattern, but I lied. Or at least for this recorded version, I lied. We're going to just have this very, very thin border right here. It's centered in that panel. Okay, so now all we have left to do is create that sliding mechanism inside. Now to bring back in our mechanism, we can do this in a little bit. I'm going to just attach the mechanism first. And for that, I'm going to use tear and tape. You want to use a strong tape, and you want to use something that's thin. So either tear and tape, or you can use glue too. But you want to make sure that you're pretty neat with your glue, especially when it comes to this side. You want to stay near the edge. You don't want to come in too far, because remember, the glue squishes out a little bit. So you'll need tear and tape right here. And you'll need it at the top as well. And then on this piece, you're going to hold it so that this folds backwards, and you want the tear and tape on the part that goes backwards. Give that a good press. If you're using glue here, again, stick to the center and try not to get too generous with it. All right, so now what we're going to do is we want to put this centered top and bottom as much as possible. You can see that this is going to not hit my tape, which is good. And you want the edge right up next to that fold line. So here's my score line, and I've butted it right up against. I close my card, give a good press, and there we have it. You can go ahead and burnish that again if you want to. Now, see how this flaps? Well, it's not going to when that's over there. So you can see it moves out a little bit. So if we attach our card right here, and I'm not going to for the moment. When I see this card open, not all of this piece shows. Probably, let's see, 3/4 of an inch is not going to show. So anything you stamp in about 3/4 of an inch from the right edge is not going to show. Keep that in mind. I am going to do happy birthday. And again, remember, you've got about 3/4 of an inch here where it doesn't show, so you'll want to center it on the remaining. And that puts this right about lining it up with that left edge. If you want to decorate it a little bit more, you can. So we've got that right in there just like that. Oh, I'm working off the page. Sorry. All right, and let's see. If I take this piece of paper here, I do see that I've got a little flower right here. I can cut that out and use that as a little decoration for the inside. Just a little bit. We don't want a lot. There's not a ton of room inside to write. Now, because this is a white background, that's wonderful. I don't have to be too particular when I'm fussy cutting because it will kind of melt away into the white cardstock. That is our base in there. So you can do something just like this. Let's see. Okay, if I want that just peeking out just like that, I probably want to leave a little bit of it in. So that's good right there, I think. Glue it down pretty well. So when it's open, that's what will show. Here we go. So we have something that looks just like that. Okay. Now all we need to do is take this and close that down. I'm just going to burnish that tape, help that stick. And so when it's closed, it looks like this. When you open it, it reveals happy birthday and a little flower. I guess I probably could have gone even a little bit further left, but all the happy birthday is seen, so I'm good with that. And that is our first fun fold of the retreat.